Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki jai. श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I welcome you to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita session. Today is February 11th, 2026. So we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 9. Lord Chaitanya's travels to the holy places in South India. So here we were discussing about Mahaprabhu's debate with this Bauddha ācārya, the leader of Buddhist followers, who came and who was completely defeated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the basis of logic, simply on the basis of logic, not even quoting from Shastra or anything, because they were also arguing on the basis of logic. Mahaprabhu defeated on the basis of logic. And being completely defeated, everyone, because this was a village where mostly there were Brahmanas living, so various Brahmanas came who were followers of different philosophies. So they were all assembled there, and when they debated with Mahaprabhu, they all got defeated and they surrendered to Mahaprabhu. They all turned into devotees of Lord Krishna. So when the Buddhist leader was defeated, everyone started laughing at the Buddhists. So they felt, the followers as well as the leader, they became fearful when everyone was laughing because they were not able to establish their philosophy. So they were feeling fearful and at the same time ashamed. So they just left the place and they went to their particular residence, wherever they were staying. But then they came back with a plot. They wanted to um, take revenge. So what did they do? they brought a big plate filled with untouchable food, it is said. And they offered it to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, saying that it was Mahaprasadam. So in that context, we saw that non-devotees are not qualified to offer anything to the Lord. The Lord will not accept what they offer. What to speak of, those who are offenders of the Supreme Lord. Because Buddhists reject the authority of Vedas. So that is a great offense. So the Lord does not accept patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmana. He will only accept food which is offered with bhakti. Then only such food becomes prasadam. So when they brought food and called it Mahaprasadam, we understand that it is not Mahaprasadam. And also, what was their intention? It is not even that they got it with good intention, that now Mahaprabhu will eat it, even though they were not qualified. Sometimes it happens, right? That the person may not be qualified, but with good faith, right? With whatever they know, because they love you, they just make something and bring. Was it the intention? No. They came purposely. It was a plot to destroy the religious principles of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, isn't it? So they came with this large metal plate filled with untouchable food. It could have been meat, it could have been some, we don't know what all was there in that, but it was untouchable. It was not fit to be even touched by a Vaishnava. So when they offered it to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even before Mahaprabhu could touch it, a large bird came from above and just took that plate in its beak and flew away. Took the whole plate, that big plate. So it must have been a really big bird. It just took the whole plate in its beak and it flew away. But while it was flying away, the food, which was untouchable, I mean, I'm kind of speculating here, but we hear of many untouchable things that the demons drop from the sky to pollute the yagyas or sacrifices performed by sages. We read about that in Ramayana. We also see in Krishna Lila, the demons, they want to destroy the religious principles of the sadhus. So they, all sorts of obnoxious things like stool, urine, bones, pus, hair, like that, blood. So we don't know exactly what was there. It says untouchable food. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada told us food is untouchable for a Vaishnava when it is not cooked or offered by a devotee. And we had a whole session on that. Of course, in exceptional cases, rare, especially when it is meant for preaching, when the devotees go out for preaching, then even though it may not be cooked by devotees, if it is offered to the deity by the devotee, so obviously the devotee will not offer to the deity if it is substandard. It has to be cooked according to the standards. And then if the devotee offers it to the deity, then that can be accepted as prasadam. Then that becomes prasadam because the devotee is offering it. Because that's the Lord's demand. Yo me bhaktya prayachati, with love. And also, tadaham bhakti upahritam. So it must be offered by a devotee, and also the devotee must offer it with love. So both these conditions were not satisfied when these Buddhists offered the food to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this bird took it away. And that contaminated food, whatever it was, it just dropped it on the heads of all the Buddhist followers. So they all became contaminated. As if that was not sufficient, it dropped that heavy metal plate which had sharp edges on the head of the leader of the Buddhists. And it fell in a, in a slanting position against the head. So it cut the head of the Buddhist leader and he fell down fainting. Seeing this, the followers, the disciples of that Buddhist leader were shocked and they were in dismay. They ran to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and fell on his feet. You know, they came with a plot, so they knew what they did, and now they're seeing the reaction. They understood this is a saintly person. We have committed an offense, and that is why we are getting this reaction. So they ran and fell on the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and begged for forgiveness. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. We have offended you. And also, they were taking shelter of Mahaprabhu, surrendering to him. And they said, please bring our guru back to life. What would they do? It's like, like children who lose their parents. Where will they go? For them, that's their only shelter, isn't it? So here the disciples, obviously they don't have homes or anything. They're all sadhus and they have their leader and now he's dead. What are we going to do? So they prayed to Mahaprabhu, please bring our guru back to life. Please forgive us. Please forgive us. What did Mahaprabhu say? All of you chant Krishna's name. And not only that, you chant Krishna's names loudly in the ears of your guru. Only then will he come back to consciousness. It's very interesting here. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells, Prabhupada writes in the purport, that when Mahaprabhu chanted Krishna and told them, you chant Krishna's names, by hearing the holy name from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lips, from his mouth, the Buddhist followers became initiated into the Vaishnav culture by hearing the holy name. The way we get initiation by taking the mantra from the lips of the guru. We hear from guru's mouth and we become initiated. Like that, they actually heard the holy name from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and became initiated. So they were no longer Buddhists. Remember the power of a Vaishnava. If the Vaishnava is very powerful and if he desires to give that mercy, then however sinful or however offensive a person may be, he can actually deliver that person. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, with the bhakti of Srimati Radharani, the topmost devotee. Can there be any higher power of bhakti than that? Srimati Radharani, she is the topmost, the highest love of Godhead, highest amount of prema is there in her from all sides, from all angles. So these Buddhists actually became Vaishnavas instantly by hearing the names from Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, when Mahaprabhu ordered them, you go and chant the names of Krishna in the ears of your guru, they accepted that order. Otherwise, why would they accept? Think about it. Buddhists don't accept the Vedas. Then why would they accept the names of the Supreme Lord? But because they were initiated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they accepted it. They accepted his order to go and chant the holy names. And they were performing Sankirtan, loudly chanting the names of Krishna and Hari in the ears of their guru, who was in a faint condition at the time. when the Guru heard, when this sound vibration of chanting of the holy names went into the ears of the Guru, he came to external consciousness. He actually woke up. He became conscious. And when he became conscious, what did he do? He started chanting Hari, 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 like that. This is such a wonder. And all the people that were assembled there, when they saw this, they were amazed. I think that's where we stopped in our previous reading. We will continue from there now. guru-karṇe kahe sabe kṛṣṇa-rāma hari cetana pāya ācārya bole hari hari. So when they chanted Krishna, Rama, Hari in the ears of the Guru, as soon as the Guru got consciousness, as soon as he became conscious, cetana pāya ācārya bole hari hari. He also started chanting Hari Hari. What happened after that? Krishna boli ācārya prabhure korena vinaya dekhiya sakala loka ha-ila vismaya. Chanting Krishna, Krishna, Ācārya, that means the Buddhist leader, went and begged Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or he requested Vinaya, Korena Vinaya. He went and submitted to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very humbly, he requested Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu while chanting Krishna, Krishna. Seeing this, Dekhiya, Sakala Loka, all the people that were assembled there, ha-ila vismaya, they were all amazed. They were wonderstruck, awestruck. How did this happen? Like that. When they saw this Buddhist leader going, chanting Krishna's names and then begging Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the spiritual master of the Buddhists began to chant the holy name of Krishna and submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people who were gathered there were astonished. ei-rūpe kautuka kori sachiranandan antardhana koilo keho na paya darshan. So in this way, when the Buddhist leader went, so we don't see what happened after that. So Mahaprabhu, this Buddhist leader went, he was chanting also. Everyone else, all his disciples are already chanting. And when he came to consciousness, he also started chanting Krishna, Krishna. And he submitted. He went and he fell at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, begging. What did Mahaprabhu do at that time? ei-rūpe kautuka kori sachira nandan antardhana koilo. Kautuka kori means making fun. That means Mahaprabhu here is playing, he's just, having some fun. So what did he do? He just disappeared from there. When the Buddhist leader came, and all these people were amazed seeing this, all of a sudden, from amidst all of them, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu vanished. He actually disappeared from there. Why did he do that? Just for fun, it is said. ei-rūpe kautuka kori. Kautuka kori means for fun. Sachira Nandan, the son of Sachi, antardhana koilo. He disappeared. Keho na paya darshan. Nobody could see him anymore. He was not there. He was gone. Another time also, we saw this. That was the other thing where Mahaprabhu just, not another time, many times it happened actually. It's dark here, right? I'll go to light. 1 second. So another time, Mahaprabhu, many times, disappearing and just appearing from nowhere, right? Just appearing. If you remember that Brahmana, Kurma Brahmana, he was feeling devastated. He wanted to take darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because Mahaprabhu had come to that village, his village. He got news, and he got news in the night So he said, he thought tomorrow morning I will go and take darshan of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu while traveling, in the evening after sunset, he wouldn't travel. He would stop in whichever village he would arrive, he would stop there. So Mahaprabhu arrived in this village, Kurma village. So there was a Brahmana there, and he got news in the night sometime that, oh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here. So then he had a great desire to go and see Mahaprabhu. He went the next day morning, but when he arrived there, he was told he left already. He left. Hearing this, the Brahmana became devastated and he fainted. He fainted. And Mahaprabhu just appeared again. He had left already. But just for the sake of this Brahmana, Mahaprabhu just appeared in front of him, gave him his darshan, gave him his mercy, embraced him, and then disappeared again and just continued like that. So here, of course, here it is said for fun, Mahaprabhu, because these were all Buddhists, right? I mean, we shouldn't say that. Now they are all chanting Hare Krishna. So it's not like because they are Buddhists or anything, but for fun. Mahaprabhu for fun decided to just leave. So he disappeared from there. Let's see what happened. ei-rūpe kautuka kori sachira nandan antardhana koilo keho na paye darshan. And when he disappeared, nobody could see him, right? Nobody could see where he was. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Sachi Devi, then suddenly and playfully disappeared from everyone's sight, and it was impossible for anyone to find him. They couldn't find him. It's not that maybe he went a little further away, they can go and look for him. No, nobody could find him. महाप्रभु चोली ācārya tripati-trimalle catur-bhuja murti dekhi venkatadre chale. So where is Mahaprabhu now? This is his South India tour. So he met Ramananda Rai on the banks of Godavari. Then he went further south, all the way down. And he turned around and he started walking back now. And on the way back, he met with that Brahmana, the devotee of Lord Ramacandra, one more time. And then he came to, I think, Vriddha-kashi. So there, after that, he came to this village. So where did he go from here after disappearing from this place? Mahaprabhu chali ācārya tripati-trimalle. Tripati means Tirupati. Trimalla means Tirumala. So from there, Mahaprabhu went to Tirupati and Tirumala. So you know Tirupati and Tirumala, Lord Venkateshwara or Lord Balaji, that temple. So Tirupati is below the hill, Tirumala is on top of the hill. And that hill is called Venkatadri. Venkata, Adri means mountain. Venkata is actually apabhransha of Vaikuntha. So though there are 7 hills, these 7 hills are actually non-different from Vaikuntha. So Vaikuntha Adri or Venkata Adri. Adri means mountains, 7 mountains. So they are actually Vaikuntha. So Tirumala and Tirupati. Mahaprabhu came to Tirupati and Tirumala. That means at first to the bottom of the hill and then he went on top also. Catur-bhuja murti dekhi Venkatadre chale. And he saw the 4-armed form of the Supreme Lord, Lord Venkateshwara. Venkateshwara means Vaikunteshwara, the Lord of Vaikuntha or the Lord of Venkata. Venkata is nothing but Vaikuntha. So Venkateshwara, so that is Vaikunteshwara. Who is the Lord of Vaikuntha? Lord Vishnu, 4-armed form Narayan. So Catur-bhuja murti dekhi Venkatadre chale, and he started walking on the mountain of Venkata. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next arrived at Tirupati and Tirumala, where he saw a 4-handed deity. Then he proceeded toward Venkata hill. Purport. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has actually described the chronological order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit. Yeah, I was just thinking before this class, and actually I was thinking for a few days that I will actually make like a chart or like a list or the order of Mahaprabhu's travels, especially overall also, but now since we are reading of South India, how he started from Jagannath Puri and as he proceeded towards South India, what are all the places that he visited, just making like on a whiteboard. It's nice to meditate on that. But here Srila Prabhupada is saying Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has actually described the chronological order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit, in which order, from which place to which place he went. That is given by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The Tirupati temple is sometimes called Tirupatura. Okay? Tirupatura. Tirupati is sometimes called Tirupatura. And here we see Tripati, right? In the shloka it says Tripati or Tirupati or Tirupatura. It is situated on the northern side of Arcot in the district of Chandragiri. So Chandragiri, now it's called Chittur district, Chandragiri. So on the northern side of Arcot in the district of Chandragiri. It is a famous holy place of pilgrimage. In pursuance of his name Venkateshwara, the four-handed Lord Vishnu, the deity of Balaji, with his potencies named Sri and Bhu. So there are two consorts, Lakshmi Devi and Bhu Devi, Sri Devi and Bhu Devi. So with his potencies named Sri and Bhu, is located on Venkata hill about 8 miles from Tirupati. So the Lord is on top of the Venkata hill, 8 miles from Tirupati. This Venkateshwara deity is in the form of Lord Vishnu, and the place where he is situated is known as Venkata Kshetra. Venkata Kshetra. Like you have Nilachal Kshetra, right? Or Purushottam Kshetra is for Lord Jagannath. So for Lord Balaji, it is called Venkata Kshetra. There are many temples in southern India, but this Balaji temple is especially opulent. Yes, he's the richest. Like even in today's standard, like our standard, he has the most wealth. People stand in line to give him donations, and they just, there's like a big hundi. They just take off, they go dressed with all gold on their body, just take off everything and put it there for Lord Balaji. And his jewelry, his crowns, they're all made with diamonds. And like this, he has so many different sets like that, I've heard. So Balaji temple is especially opulent. There are many temples in South India. We also hear about Udupi Krishna. And they worship the deity very opulently, no doubt. Like they give, real gold and diamonds and precious stones, jewelry. The way a king would be treated. He is not just the king, he is the king of all kings, the supreme personality of Godhead. So he is worshipped with that opulence. Because in Sri Sampradaya, deity worship is the main anga, deity worship. So they worship the deity very, very opulently. Of course, in our temples, in ISKCON temples, Srila Prabhupada said not to use real gold and precious stones, because then it would attract, people will steal and things like that. So he said no. But you see, in South Indian temples, the deities are worshipped very opulently, and even amongst all those temples, this Balaji temple is especially opulent, Srila Prabhupada is saying. A great fair is held there in the month of Ashwina, September, October. There is a railway station called Tirupati on the Southern Railway. Nimna Tirupati is located in the valley of Venkata Hill. There are several temples there also, among which are those of Govindaraj and Lord Ramacandra. So, in Tirupati, the main temple is, of course, Lord Balaji's temple, which is on the hill, but there are also several other temples. It's like a city of temples, actually, Tirupati and Tirumala. Tirupati is a city of temples. Practically, like in Vrindavan, you have temples of Lord Krishna. Like that, in South India, in Tirupati, you have temples. Acha, Mataji is saying that even lamps are not lifted for lordships in ISKCON. They light many diyas in Tirupati and Udupi. Yes, Mataji. That means how they are, yeah. So, yes, so there are many temples there. And of these temples, of the temples other than the main temple, the prominent are Govindaraj temple and Lord Ramachandra's temple. Why we are reading this? Because we will see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Lord Ramachandra's temple in Tirupati. So he arrived in Tirupati and he proceeded toward the Venkata hill. What happened after that? Tripati Asiya koilo śrī-rāma darshan, raghunātha-āge koilo pranama stavana. So after coming to Tirupati, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took darshan of Lord Ramacandra. There is a temple of Lord Ramacandra in Tirupati, it is said, right? So after coming to Tirupati and proceeding toward the Venkata hill or on the Venkata hill, Mahaprabhu took darshan of Lord Ramacandra. Raghunātha-āge koilo pranama stavan. Raghunath means the lord of the Raghu dynasty. King Raghu is an ancestor of predecessor even before Dasharath Maharaj. Lord Ramacandra appeared in that dynasty. Therefore, Lord Ramacandra is called Raghunatha or Raghava, like that. So in front of Raghunath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisances, humble obeisances, and also offered many prayers, stavana. After arriving at Tirupati, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Lord Ramacandra. He offered his prayers and obeisances before Ramacandra, the descendant of King Raghu. Sva-prabhāve loka-sabāra koraya vismaya pānā-nṛsiṁhe ei-rūpe prabhu dayā-maya. So that was in Lord Ramachandra's temple. From there, sva-prabhāve means by his own influence, simply by his presence. What did Mahaprabhu do? Loka-sabāra koraya vismaya. He completely enchanted all the people that were present there by his mere influence. We read in Adi Leela about, so in Adi Leela we read in gist about different pastimes of the Lord. So we saw when Mahaprabhu went to Banaras, Prakashananda Saraswati, who was a Mayavadi sannyasi. So they were having a gathering, and Mahaprabhu actually didn't, although he's a sannyasi, he was a sannyasi himself, when he went to Banaras, and Banaras was a place for all Mayavadis, many, many Mayavadis. He never mingled with any of them. He just stayed at home. He stayed there for 10 days, but he didn't mingle with them. And people were talking, like insulting him, that what type of a sannyasi is this? Sannyasis are supposed to study scripture, memorize and debate on the scripture like that. What type of a sannyasi is this? Such a sentimentalist. He just chants and dances, like the less intelligent people. Those who are advanced, they should debate on scripture like that. So one devotee, he could not tolerate hearing such blasphemy of Mahaprabhu. So he was actually telling Mahaprabhu, it's happening like this. And at the same time, one Brahmana came to offer an invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there is he arranged for prasadam at his house, for prasadam, food at his house. He invited all the sadhus, so he's also inviting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like a festival, Anushtan, gathering of all devotees. So Mahaprabhu accepted that to fulfill the desire of this devotee who wanted those Mayavad sannyasis to understand who Mahaprabhu is. And he wanted Mahaprabhu to show his mercy to them. Like that. So, what did Mahaprabhu do? Mahaprabhu, when he went there, he sat where everybody was washing their feet. Mahaprabhu sat right there. And after washing their feet, people went inside and sat on their elevated platforms. But Mahaprabhu didn't go and sit with the other sannyasis. Rather, he sat here like a very, like an insignificant person, right? He just sat there. But he was dressed as a sannyasi. However, even though he didn't go and occupy a seat or anything, he just, by his mere presence, his effulgence was emanating everywhere. Brahmajyoti. He exhibited his Brahmajyoti. So Mayavadis are attracted to Brahmajyoti. Their ultimate goal is Brahmajyoti. They say Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya. So when they saw the Brahmajyoti of Mahaprabhu, they all got attracted to him. And the leader of the Mayavadis, Prakashananda Saraswati, immediately came forward and, Maharaj, what are you doing sitting here in this dirty place? Please come and sit with us. And when Mahaprabhu, was not getting up, he personally took the hand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and, lifted him, and taking him, he made him sit next to him on the elevated platform. So I'm saying, even without saying anything, Mahaprabhu simply by his influence, by his presence, can completely mesmerize the audience, the people. So in this case, we see that Mahaprabhu came to Lord Ramachandra's temple, he offered obeisances, he offered many prayers, and by his prabhava, by his influence, the Lord completely captivated the hearts of all the people that were present there. They became wonderstruck, awestruck by his personality. Vismaya, right? Vismaya means wonder. After that, pānā-nṛsiṁhe ā-ila Prabhu dayā-maya. The merciful Lord from there came to the temple of Pana Nrsimha. From Lord Ramachandra's temple in Tirupati, Mahaprabhu next went to Pana Nrsimha. Pana Nrsimha, let's see. Everywhere Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, his influence astonished everyone. He next arrived at the temple of Pana Nrsimha. The Lord is so merciful. Purport. Pana Nrsimha or Panakala Nrsimha. You know what is Panakam? Panakam is actually a sweet drink, very refreshing, cooling, drink. And it's made with water, good, jaggery, black pepper, like that, some spices.
Ginger.
Ginger.
Dry ginger.
That's all?
And lemon.
Lemon also, okay.
Okay.
Like
5 types. For Panakam, 5 things.
5 items are there, okay.
Yeah.
So jaggery, ginger, black pepper, lemon, water.
And good.
Jaggery, first is
Yes,
good.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. So these 5 things are added, and this is called Panakam. And we used to make it on Lord Ramachandra's Ram Navami every year at home. But this is Lord Nrsimha Pana Nrsimha, or he's also called Panakala-nṛsiṁha. That means he drinks this Panakam. He's fond of this Panakam. Pānā-nṛsiṁha or Panakala-nṛsiṁha is located in the district of Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa district is, there's a river Kṛṣṇa in Andhra Pradesh. On the bank of river Kṛṣṇa is the city Vijayawada. So in that district, Kṛṣṇa district, is the temple of Pana Nrsimha or Panakala Nrsimha in the hills known as Mangalagiri, about 7 miles from a city known as Vijayawada. So earlier it was Venkatadri, right? Venkatadri means the hills of Venkata, and Srila Prabhupada said Arcot, right? So now further, Mahaprabhu walked further and he came to the hills of Mangalagiri in the district of Kṛṣṇa, about 7 miles from the city of Vijayawada. So this is Panakala Nrsimha. He's near Vijayawada in the hills of Mangalagiri. One must climb 600 steps to reach the temple. Okay? You cannot fly or you cannot take a rickshaw or something. You have to climb 600 steps in order to reach the temple of Panakala Nrsimha. It is said that when the Lord is offered food with syrup here, syrup means Panakam, he does not take more than half. That means you feed him Panakam, like you pour it in his mouth actually. I heard in a lecture of my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, I heard a lecture because Maharaj takes devotees on yatras. So he took them to this temple also. He has visited these places. So Maharaj said that you feed, like actually pour this Panakam in the mouth of the Lord, and he doesn't take more than half. He takes only half of it. So it is said that when the Lord is offered food with syrup here, he does not take more than half. Within this temple is a conch shell presented by the late king of Tanjore, and it is said that this shell was used by Lord Krishna himself. What is the conch shell of Krishna called? Panchajanya, yes. Panchajanyam Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya. Yes. So Krishna's conch shell is Panchajanya, Arjun's conch shell is Devadatta. So within this temple is a conch shell presented by the king of Tanjore. And it is said that this shell was used by Lord Krishna himself. During the month of March, a great fair takes place in this temple. March is coming. So there will be a big celebration for Panakala Nrsimhadev in Mangalagiri in the month of March. And what is the highlight? He's very fond of this Panakam, and they feed him. And as prasadam, you only get, so you can also see it this way. He doesn't take more than half, means half of it is gone. He drinks it. So when you feed him, half of it goes inside and the remaining is prasad. Panakam, Panakala Nrsimhadev. So Mahaprabhu came here from Tirupati after visiting Lord Ramacandra first, Balaji, then Lord Ramacandra, then Mahaprabhu came to Panakala Nrsimhadev. Next. Nrsimhe praṇati-stuti premaveshe koilo, prabhura prabhāve loka-sabāra hoilo. Again, here also, Mahaprabhu offered obeisances, offered prayers, praising Panakala Nrsimhadev, premaveshe, in great ecstasy of love. By seeing Lord Nrsimhadev, Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and started glorifying the Lord in great ecstasy of love. Prabhura prabhāve loka-sabāra hoilo. Like everywhere else, by seeing Mahaprabhu, by his influence, all the people there were completely astonished. Chamatkar, right? They were like amazed. Nrsimhe praṇati-stuti prema-veshe koilo prabhura prabhāve loka chamatkara hoilo. In great ecstatic love, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and prayers unto Lord Nrsimha. The people were astonished to see Lord Chaitanya's influence. śiva-kāñcī asiya koilo Shiva darshana prabhāve Vaishnava koilo sabe śaiva-gaṇa. Okay, so now from Panakala Nrsimha, Mahaprabhu came to Shiva-kāñcī. Shiva-kāñcī, that means where Lord Shiva's followers worship Lord Shiva. Shiva-kāñcī asya koilo Shiva darshana. We see Mahaprabhu always visited the temples of Lord Shiva, different temples, various places we see. Even when he was going from Shantipur to Jagannath Puri, the very first time after taking sannyas, when he went to Shantipur and Sachimata came and she requested him to stay in Jagannath Puri instead of going to Vrindavan. So then when he was traveling from there to go to Jagannath Puri, there also we see Mahaprabhu always stops in the temples of Lord Shiva, Ambulinga Ghat, Chhatrabhog, then also in another Shiva temple where Mahaprabhu was, he went alone there. Meanwhile, Lord Nityananda broke his sannyas danda like that. So many places we see Mahaprabhu visits Lord Shiva's temple. So here also Mahaprabhu came to Shiva-kāñcī. Shiva-kāñcī asya koilo Shiva darshan, and he took darshan of Lord Shiva. Prabhāve Vaishnava koilo sabe śaiva-gaṇa, and all the worshippers of Lord Shiva, Shaivas are followers of Shiva. So all the Shaivas present there, by the influence of Mahaprabhu, they all became Vaishnavas. Right? They all turned into Vaishnavas. Actually, on the material platform, why material platform? Because in reality, Vaishnavas who are on the spiritual platform, they're not envious of anyone, they don't fight with anyone. But sometimes we see there is a fight between Vaishnavas and Shaivites. That's actually simply neophyte mentality. If one disrespects, hates Lord Shiva, he cannot get the mercy of Lord Vishnu. Why? Because Lord Shiva is the greatest of Vaishnavas. By dishonoring Lord Shiva, you cannot expect to get the mercy of Lord Vishnu or Lord Kṛṣṇa. You cannot. And to see Lord Shiva as different from Lord Vishnu is also an offense. He is not different. He is not independent, separate, independent God. No. He is also an avatar, a guna avatar of the Supreme Lord. So that's an offense. And similarly, if somebody is worshipping Lord Shiva and he does not like Lord Vishnu, that's also a great offense. There also, you are seeing Lord Shiva as the independent Supreme Lord. We are followers of Lord Shiva. You are followers of Lord Vishnu. So you are our enemies. This is simply neophyte mentality, and actually it's an offense to see, second offense to the holy name. To worship the demigods, to chant the names of the demigods, considering them to be equal to Lord Vishnu's names or greater than. That's an offense. It's an offense to the Supreme Lord. So it is offensive. Such people cannot make progress. But we see, even in Chaitanya Bhagavat, we see Nityananda Prabhu, when he was traveling, he came to the place where the Shaivites and Vaishnavas were fighting. Nityananda Prabhu had a good laugh and left from that place. So here also Mahaprabhu came to Shiva-kāñcī, where there were the worshippers of Lord Shiva, and by the influence of Mahaprabhu, all the Shaivites became Vaishnavas. Arriving at Shiva-kāñcī, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the deity of Lord Shiva. By his influence, he converted all the devotees of Lord Shiva into Vaishnavas. Purport: Shiva-kāñcī is also known as Kanchipuram, or the Benares of southern India. The Benares of southern India is Kanchipuram. So you all know Kanchipuram is famous for its silk saris, Kanchipuram saris. But Shiva-kāñcī is the place. Kanchipuram is also Shiva-kāñcī. where the deity of Lord Shiva is worshipped and the followers are, worshippers of Lord Shiva are there. In Siva-Kāñcī, there are hundreds of temples containing symbolic representations of Lord Shiva. And one of these temples is said to be very, very old. That's why Vriddha Kashi, right? Vriddha Kashi. Very, very old. And Kashi, because this is the Kashi, Banaras of South India. Vishnu Kanci, Asi Dekhila Lakshmi Narayan. So Shiva Kanci is a place where there are many hundreds of temples of Lord Shiva. And next to that is Vishnu Kanci. The next village or the next town is Vishnu Kanci. Vishnu Kanci, Asi Dekhila Lakshmi Narayana, Pranama Koriya Koilo Bahutastavana. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Vishnu Kanci, he took darshan of Lakshmi Narayan, Lord Vishnu with Lakshmi Devi, Lakshmi Narayan. Again, he offered obeisances and glorified Lord Vishnu in many prayers. The Lord then visited a holy place known as Vishnu Kanci. There he saw Lakshmi Narayan deities and he offered his respects and many prayers to please them. Purport: Vishnu Kanci is situated about 5 miles away from Kanchipuram, just 5 miles away. It is here that Lord Varadaraj, another form of Lord Vishnu, resides. There is also a big lake known as Ananta Sarovar. Ananta Sarovar. So, yeah, you may have seen, I think this is the lake in which there is the deity of the Lord who comes out only, I forget how frequently, once a year or once in so many years, I don't know. But this was, I just saw it in one of the groups some time ago. But that is in Vishnu Kanci. The deity is Lord Varadaraj, and he is a form of Lord Vishnu. And there is a big lake known as Ananta Sarovar. I don't know the details of this temple. Maybe if you know, you can share. But we can stop here for today. It's already 4 here. Does anyone have any comments on what we read today? Okay. If not, then we will end the session here. I'm still intending to read Chaitanya Mangal for half an hour. May not be even half an hour. We'll read one song or it's a small chapter with a sweet pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is from Chaitanya Mangal. It may take even less time, but there are so many pastimes, If we just read everything at a time, we may not be able to retain it. That is why I want to do it slowly, one a day. And that,
Certainly.
yeah,
Really.
yeah, yes, Mataji. So,
Truly
so one a
great.
day, and it's short. It's not very long. And if you're not able to attend, I can understand, no problem. I will read it anyway. Actually, I read it for myself. I like, so, but if you want to join, if you're able to join, you're welcome. But otherwise, the recording will be there. So we are still
That's
in Pali.
only on the weekends, Mataji.
I was doing it only on the weekends before, but now
Okay.
because Gaur Purnima is coming, I'm going to do it every day. And
Okay.
also because what happens is when I do it only on weekends, continuity is broken because it's a pastime. It's going from one to the other.
Right.
So I thought I'll just do it every day.
Sure, Mataji. What time?
So I would say 7 o'clock, around 7 my time. So that would be your 8:30 in the night.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So it won't be long, no philosophy or anything. Maybe if Mahaprabhu says sometimes like yesterday's reading said how Sachimata was bringing this, making all these food offerings in a plate, covering with her sadi, pallu like this, she's taking it to worship goddess Shashti. And little Nimai was playing with other boys and he just stops her, blocking her path with both hands like this, asking, "Where are you going? What do you have in your hand?"
I
And then
listened to the 7th song. It was very, very, very
sweet.
nice.
Yes.
Very sweet.
So like that. And he stops and, "What are you taking?" And then she said, I'm taking food for, goddess Shashti. And he says, I'm hungry. Give me now. I want to eat that. You foolish. I told you so many times, but you don't understand. You give it to me. So like that. So, but there is a lesson there. And she was not giving, so he just takes it immediately, quickly, and just pushes it in his mouth. And she's like, what did you do? What did you do? Now, there's before that he was saying, there's a fire burning in my stomach. I need to eat it now. And then now, after he eats it, she's saying, now there's a fire in my heart. Oh my God, like you have offended the goddess like that. But the lesson there was, and Mahaprabhu says also, that you don't understand. I am the Supreme Lord of all the three worlds. If you feed me, automatically all demigods are satisfied. You don't need to go and feed them separately. And she was like, wonderstruck. She was like, what is he speaking? And then, but at the same time, she was feeling, like she went to the banyan tree where they were worshipping the goddess. And after going there, she kept begging for forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
So that her son, no, she explained to him before that, my dear son, let me take this offering to the goddess and she will give a boon. With that boon, I will destroy all your sufferings. So now also she went, and her prayer was, she may not, because he ate it, some calamity may come upon her son. So she's praying and praying, let not any calamity come. Please, I had him as my son only because of you.
If you
Please protect him. And then she goes to all the other, Sati Naris, chaste ladies who came to perform that vrata. She's falling on the feet of all the other ladies saying, please, all of you have mercy on my son, like that. That's a sweet pastime that we read yesterday. But the message there was, if you water the root of a tree, automatically the whole tree is satisfied. So like that, when some message is given, then some elaboration has to be done. Otherwise, I'll just read the pastime for a short time, like that. Okay, so I will end here. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Krishnadas
Hare Krishna
Kaviraj Goswami ki
Goswami
jai.
ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Madhya ki jai. Thank you,
Samaveta
Mataji.
Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Bhakti. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.